What is up, everybody? I'm No Lux Given, and today gonna be doing some more live commentary. I actually have some really cool games that I want to show you guys in the future, and one of those is even with the Sphinx. But I'm just waiting until I have enough time to record and really do those games justice, because I've got some cool ones coming up, and one is a Gwen video, so that one I just had to save for Wednesday. So let's record some other stuff today and see what we can come up with playing around with the Sphinx. Now, like I said, I do have a Sphinx video coming. Maybe I will upload that around Monday or something. So that's definitely something to look forward to. Unlocking the full power of the Sphinx or something, but this will be like a teaser for maybe some other things that you can do. I'm going to try not to overlap, but whatever happens, happens. And we'll pick up a Wizard's Familiar to start off, because we're going to be casting some spells, of course, and we'll start getting that to scale. Let's see what our spell is in shop number 2. Well, it's a good one. Roll the die plus a Cinderella. So this is really nice. The only thing we have to consider is, do we want to sell the Wizard's Familiar so that way we can pick up Cindy and then roll the die? And I don't think I'm going to do that, but what I think I will do is buy and sell the Blind Mouse, so that way we're just a little bit more likely to land on Cindy, and then if we don't, I'm going to lock. But we got there. Nicely done. So now we've got a Cinderella. We'll start building to that tier 2 treasure, and we get to keep around the Wizard's Familiar and start to scale that as well. So there's really a few different ways to play the Sphinx, and it's a pretty diverse hero in terms of the number of different builds it can support. You want mages basically regardless on it, but there's still just some interesting things that you can do with the hero. I think we pick up the Great Chicken first. I'd really like it to land on Lonely Prince or the Happy Little Tree. We'll see how this goes. Nice. Okay, so that'll give us a 6/6, and we still get to buy something else because we hit the roll the die for free. Wow, okay, that's really good. Maybe I should have bought Bossy first. Probably, though I think that I really want to buy Lonely Prince there, so maybe all of this just worked out perfectly. But I would say like the 3 main aspects to the Sphinx happen at 3 distinct points of the game. The first thing is trying to find copies of your econ spells early on, which is just totally luck. It either happens or it doesn't. But the games that it happens, you get a much stronger start than the games that it doesn't. So this is really sweet. The second part of the Sphinx is picking up mages and picking up monster books going into the mid game. That can be really, really strong and just allow you to scale while also flipping over more free spells, because anything that you cast for free off of the monster book is also then going to be free if you find it in your shop after that point. And then the end game of the Sphinx is having those 2 spells in your shop and potentially balling, potentially doing something else, just with Masquerade Ball, True Love's Kiss, Knighthood, Evil Twin once you're level 6. But there's definitely, it's interesting because there's 3 distinct stages of the game at levels. And then also XP, I guess, is somewhere in there too, probably at around level 5. Whenever you wind up, that one's always just random though, and it kind of, it's awkward because that's what the Sphinx used to be. The Sphinx even used to have parts of it that happened when you leveled up. This hero has changed multiple times throughout its journey in Storybook Brawl. Wow, okay, this is a big fate. We're gonna take some damage from the Humpty Dumpty there, but that's okie dokie. Okie dokie, Humpty Dumpty. Still no royals, and also still no spells that we can cast. So I'm gonna pick up Mummy and then roll. We found a spell we can cast. We did not find royals, but I think that this is really good. Let's roll the die, and then let's pick up a tier 2 treasure. That's pretty cool. And I think we gotta go locked chest. I think that none of these have the word spell on them, but some of these things in the chest just might. So I think we pick up that. I don't think I go for the Bossy though. Really good on the roll the dice though. We've been pretty lucky on this one. So I will definitely take that. That's pretty sweet. Let's move some things around slightly, I think, here. Definitely hoping to pick up a royal, but I'm also hoping that this big crafty can win it with the prized pig. But the awkward thing with the Sphinx is that, like, even if you cast an XP spell, there's no guarantee that you're going to find that same one down the line, and that always just winds up being really awkward. Now, maybe we will hit sub 20 health a little bit early this game. Pied Piper is definitely a hero that can do it. Not that I really am super eager to go below 20 health, but that is obviously a way that you can find yourself in position, or in possession rather, of a big book of spells. Thank you for this demonstration here, Pied Piper. Very kind of you. Let's pick up another mummy. We could move a little bit more into evils, pick up Queen of Hearts, flipping over the Lonely Prince, and giving us some power with these right now as well. That is not a super horrible strategy. Let's do it. Let's do it. Pick up the queen, flip this. I'm not going to pick up Witch's Brew. Let's find another roll to die. No, we have seen a lot of Witch's Brews this game. Not particularly interested in Princess White, I don't think. I'd love to cast like an Earthquake or something right now. That would be pretty big. Maybe I will settle for Luna's Grace, though I'm also interested in Wicked Witch. I think I'm going to sell off both of these things for Wicked Witch. At which point it's tough. Maybe I'll have to... I don't want to sell off the Wizard's Familiar either. Maybe I sell off the Frog Prince after all of this. Oh, I don't have to. I don't have to. Okay, what I was getting at here, because I can sell it off just with the Bossy, I just want to cast Luna's Grace because I want to protect this prized pig. Now, I don't think I'm going to cast it on the prized pig. I might. Could also just cast it on the queen here. Let's cast it on the queen. And then let's do this. And, no, you know what? I changed my mind. Let's go back to this. I want to protect the prized pig going into 4.0. I think that that's strong and will potentially allow us to find a few more monster books. I'm glad I put the Luna's Grace on the queen. That's going to help keep that alive. And will the mummies be enough to win it? I think that they should. I think that we should win this combat. Oh, my opponent also has a queenie, so might be a little bit tough. Attack here, no, we lose, and we just straight up lose the combat because my opponent had more evil characters than we did. So we go down to 23. Okie dokie. Well, casting a spell will flip the Cindy over, though I'm not sure if that's what I want to commit to just yet. I mean, we're probably losing a combat, and so I should probably grab these things. We also have 2 monsters plus Chupacabra, though I don't think I want to go in that direction. I think I'm going to be looking at... Actually, do I even need Gingerbread Knight? This is bigger, and this is almost as big for right now. Let's not do that. Let's try to find Monster Book. And there she is. Wow, okay, this shop has absolutely everything, doesn't it? Well, I need to pick up Monster Book. I also want Mummy. So I'm going to lock this for sure. Wow, okay. We're really doing everything here. You know what? Yeah, we're gonna lose our combat this turn, and that's fine. Basically, I'm intentionally losing so that way we can activate Cinderella and grab a treasure from there. Then we'll pick up the mummy. I'll potentially pick up these other things. We'll open up the lock chest. We'll also have our free big book of spells, and we'll see how we can turn it around from there. At least I thought we were going to lose. Now it's looking a little bit close. We'll see. We'll see here. Yeah, I actually think that we managed to tie this one. Is that worst case scenario? I guess I'll take it. We keep our health total high. Locked chest gives us... Guess we're going to take an ancient sarcophagus here. And then Cindy gives us a whole load of nothing. Let's skip on Cindy. Pick up the mummy, potentially picking up Crystal Ball. We don't find it just yet. So I think we go Fancy Pants here. Could put Fancy Pants on a Chupacabra. It's not horrible. All of these are monsters and definitely scale nicely. Yeah, I mean, we're picking up fancy pants. It's just a matter of what we are putting those pants on. We almost don't even need to play Wizards Familiar because we've got so many options of different cards to play with the Lightning Dragons and stuff. Wow, this is really interesting. I think we just pick up the Choop and the Queen for now. And I could basically just sell off my bench to be able to play, or to be able to buy another Lightning Dragon. Might do that, might even just get rid of Wizards Familiar. You know what, let's get rid of both of them. Pick up another Lightning Dragon, and part of the reason that I'm doing this is in case we play against like Zelhua Ghost. I don't know if we've ever played against this Zelhua. Oh, I don't have the tracker loaded up. So that just gives us some potential options here down the line in terms of just fielding the prized pig against a bad opponent coming up. So looks like we're going to get a win. That's good. Win against an undefeated 6-win streak Muerte. Well, we're definitely a lot stronger than we were just a second ago with all of those treasures we picked up last turn. Zelhua did die, so that is a potential outlet in the future. Now I think I'm just rolling for treasures to finish off this turn. Okay, well, I'll pick up another Choop as well. And we're kind of doing a monster comp. I don't really play this super often. I think I want to double support. I want to support both Choops. This is interesting. This is interesting. Definitely not a comp that I find myself in all too often. But could certainly... It's interesting. It's interesting. We'll give it that. And I think this is how I want to put this all in. Basically, so the other thing that's on my mind right now, I would still like Crystal Ball. If we can find it, still going to pick it up and roll with that. But Forking Rod has unique implications with the Sphinx because all of your spells wind up costing less than 2. They cost 0. Any spells that you've cast previously. So that could be really, really cool. Monster Book can do things like cast Pigomorph, then those are free. Then you've got 2 spells in your shop. Everybody's got a big book of spells this game. What's going on? So yeah, that's just a really interesting avenue. Earthquake takes that out. Lightning Bolt takes out something else. That was good. Choops grabbed the Slays. All of these combats were really good, and we grabbed the win. This Sark is big game for right now. Let's find some triples now. Ooh, we're up against the Ghost. Genius. Wow. No luck's given. So smart, so smart. Okay. Do I sell the Mummy to pick up the Wicked Witch so that I can potentially find Crystal Ball? Let's do it. Let's do it. We're up against the Ghost. We got some time to kill. There is our spell for the turn. Let's find Forking Rod. Okay. Well, this is a big dragon. It's hard to toss an upgraded dragon, but I think that it's worth it for Turkish Delight. At the same time, maybe I just roll and try to find triples. We can now also find Moonsong Horn. That's a big pickup as well. Yeah, I'm gonna roll and try to find some triples here. It is somewhat tempting to cast this just because, well, not even because it's double cast, but just because then it's free every other time you find it, but I'm not going to go for that. Let's keep rolling. A double cast of Falling Stars would kill Wicked Witch. That means it's not great. It probably would have still been good. Let's lock Masquerade Ball and double cast that, giving us 3 different level 6 characters. Might as well. I think that that's, like I said, like the end game of the Sphinx that you want to pay attention to. We will get to keep the prize pig, so that's pretty nice. And then we'll Masquerade Ball, potentially selling off Lightning Dragon to pick up some other stuff, though. Wouldn't you know, the thing I'm the most excited about right here is the level 4 character. Well, that's really silly. We could make Echowood work here with Queenie, and we're even going to need a little bit more. But let's pick this up, see where that brings us. Yeah, Moonsong Horn for Fancy Pants, I think we just have to do. These shops are just, the treasures and things are just going perfectly for us. I think I do take Echo Wood here now. Also considering just playing this, though the more Queenies that we play, the better our Echo Wood will be. You know what? We've got 3 different pairs. Let's roll. Let's roll. Cupid, I could actually really get behind. That's just a really strong card. We don't need more stats on the Choop to have that keep slaying. So maybe we pick up Cupid. Next turn, we try to triple one of these things, and we play a little bit more scam for the right here and right now. It's either that or just like 2 more rolls to try to triple off one of these. It's not bad either. All right, let's do 1 more roll and then throw in some big pigs. I like that as a compromise because we had some options there. Like, we were still giving ourselves the potential to pick up a 5-cost card, but then also we could have rolled a little bit more if we didn't hit anything right here. But I think that this was good to do. Masquerade Ball, kind of a swing and a miss. Could have gone for the Echo Wood. It might have been okay with like Pumpkin or something down the line, but I'm not going to worry about that. Choop's going to slay and stay and grow our monster books a little bit more by the day, and then Lightning Bolt to finish my opponent off here a little bit. Very nice, and then we'll kill him with the Sarcophagus. This opponent also has a big book of spells. What the heck? Everybody has got a big book of spells this game, except for me, the Sphinx. What's happening? I think that this gives us the most gold from our prized pig. I think we can cash that in here now. That gives us 4 gold for free to start off the turn. It's a little bit awkward when you cast spells that cost 0 anyways, but like we could have double cast the end right now, so a little bit of a bummer, but I think that this is a totally okay avenue. Also a bummer to find Merlin's hat and not the crystal ball. So if we do this, no, we can't do that. I think we'd have to do this. It's not really even that much more worth it because we're just trying to cast things for free off of the Sphinx hero power anyways. I don't think Eye of Ares is that great for us either. Do I just skip? Maybe I just skip. Try to find Queenie before the turn's up. Could go for 9 Sea Terror before we hit 6. Aeon also not super terrible. I'm basically just locked into Queenie or Book or Bust, and here's everything. So Queenie, we'll pick up the Crystal Ball or the Treasure Map. Both of those were good options. I'm going to go for Crystal Ball though, and then we get to do this as well. Oh no, we already cast a spell this turn. So we're just going to pick up this. And this is great. Should have rolled 1 more time, potentially locked. We're going to be 6.0 next turn anyways. But Crystal Ball plus Forking Rod. Now we kind of do just need to find the Aeon. The monster books are going to allow us to cast other spells, but those aren't going to be targeted spells. Right, we already knew Pied Piper had big book of spells. Everybody's got big book of spells this game. And we've got Ancient Sarcophagus, which I think is a good enough trade. Now, if we lose this combat by a Vulture, that could be an okay thing, and I think that that is what's happening. This isn't Copium. I'm willing to take a little bit of damage here. We're only going to lose it to like 1 Vulture right now, and just barely go below 20. So now we've got 2 spells in all of our shops, and now we could just start Hatball Forking. Let's try it. Let's see where this gets us. This is a weird way to play, but basically, we just have to cast each of these things once, and then they're going to be free for us. There's the Pigomorph. Sure, just going to put that there. Not going to go for Pigomorph. That's a little expensive. I'm going to wait till Monster Book finds that first. Okay, well, the Great Pumpkin. Maybe I sell both of these things. Great Pumpkin, cast Blessing of Athena, lock onto Drink Me Potion. Yeah. Okay. Cool. So next turn we'll start with the Drink Me Potion. Hopefully that finds. So right now we've got we just cast 3 spells, right? We cast Witch's Brew, we cast the +10 attack temporarily, then we also cast Wizard's Test. So all 3 of those things, if we can find them off the Drink Me Potion. And one thing, I don't think you can find Drink Me Potion off Drink Me Potion. I think that's like Donkey can't summon Donkey. But that would be a cute little way to get ahead there as well. My opponent is Ball Aeon. They don't have the Forking Rod or the Big Book of Spells. First opponent without Big Book of Spells, but they do have a lot of other things going for them and a bunch of stats with their Sword of Fire and Ice and just Mage backline as well. So a little bit scary. Can we scam them? That's going to be the question. Not quite, but we're very close. Okay, yeah, we're getting some nice scams in. This should take out Aeon. Very nice. And then we'll just like barely grab a loss here. We're going to take 7 damage, go down to 8. So we can't lose again. But this has been a cool game regardless of how it shakes out. Let's see what's in the potion. Nothing. Just a Witch's Brew. We'll lead with that. Potion of Heroism, definitely want to cast now. Luna's Grace, we cast that one earlier. And we're done on this shop. So let's roll. We've got the 2 spells per shop active. Nothing good there. Ooh, nothing good here either. I don't think I can waste 5 gold just to pick that up. Double Earthquake I don't think is going to be good enough, nor will the Jumping Magic Beans be. So we do have some monsters. We could play Oni Tyrant after feeding like Wicked Witch to the Kraken twice. Merlin, also somewhat expectable to have some fog targets. The Boomhilda and Oni Tyrant also work a little bit better with the Great Pumpkin. Let's do this. Let's lock onto that Mix-a-Wizzle and let's just pick up Boomhilda, I think. That's tough. That's really tough. Just locked onto the Mix-a-Wizzle so that I didn't have to figure out what I wanted to do with it this turn. We need the monster book to not scam our pumpkin. Okay, it didn't. They got double Ride of the Valkyrie, so that's good. Chupacabra Slays, oh, this could scam our pumpkin too, and in a really awkward way because we just opened up our pigs. Okay, great, that's perfect. Now we have to deal with my opponent's pumpkin, I suppose, and doesn't look like that's going to be too much of an issue. We can deal with their front line. Their Rotten Apple Tree has to attack, so this should be a win and a kill onto Merlin, and then, oh yeah, that's definitely a kill, baby. So now have we done enough? Now we get to start this turn off with a Mix-a-Wizzle, and don't exactly know what the Mix-a-Wizzle is going for. Well, if we hit I guess we could do it on this. If this turns into an Oni Tyrant, that could be really good. I'm probably going to want to pick up Scion of the Storm. I think that that's probably going to be what I want to go for. Let's buy that first, because we're going to clear out some shop space. And here it is, Blaze of Glory. We'll throw that here, and then we'll get back to casting. Okay, we beat this Muerte a few turns ago. It doesn't look like they've lost since then, though. So this could be a little bit scary. This is about the same as rolling, because we get 2 new spells, and then we can sell this, and it only costs us 1. So that's all about the same there. Don't have anything else shardable. There's a mage. Alright, let's go Luna's Grace. I don't think I'm going to Dream. I think I will cast this, and then I'll just end with a Blessing on top of it all. Okay. Interesting game. We got to the top 4. I feel like this is where it all ends. My opponent with an upgraded Good Boy and us with a Scion of the Storm, but maybe we can scam them. We can get a bunch of triggers onto their back line. No, that just went onto Good Boy. I was going to say we need triggers onto their back line with Ancient Sarcophagus, and then we need a pumpkin scam their Good Boy. Doesn't look like that's what's going to happen. My opponent's comp is absolutely massive now, and I think that we've lost. Bearing some insane scam right here. no, Monster Book's not going to be enough to do it. So that is going to be it for me today, but this is still a fun one, and like I said, we tried in this one, but we didn't succeed. And coming up in the future, I'll say Monday, it's probably going to be Monday, I've got a game where it all comes together on the Sphinx in a really, really nice way. We actually got third, as that's pretty good for us to be able to hang on against the lobby leader there and do some fun stuff as well. But for today, that is going to be it. So thank you guys very much for watching. I'm No Lux Given. Peace.